Next on Morning Call, this year's tech spending may be worse than the dot-com bubble burst 8 years ago. But what holds for the unified communications market? Jim Foy, CEO of Aspect Software, joins us next with the answers. This is Morning Call. Keep it here with us. Hello there, this is Morning Call. Researcher Gartner predicts a ripple effect of the global economic downturn will force companies and consumers to cut back on spending across all tech sectors. It's forecasting a 4% drop in IT spending this year, worse than the slowdown after the internet bubble burst in 2001, when technology spending fell about 2.1%. Well, our next guest, however, believes unified communications will experience growth. UC combined email, instant messaging, computer-based telephone calls, and other methods of connecting workers. Jim Foy is CEO of Aspect Software, a customer service software developer. Jim is usually based in Massachusetts, but joins us this morning here in Singapore. Welcome to the Lion City.
Thank you so much.
You know, Gartner is not optimistic, but you are. What's behind your optimism?
Well, I'm very optimistic about unified communications because I think it's the next great productivity wave of software that's going to wash right through the enterprise. And there are already plenty of proof points to show that that adoption is already underway.
This optimism is what? Based on a longer-term view, 5-10 years down the road? Because in the short term, pockets are very shallow. People are not spending. Why should you be optimistic about UC?
Okay, well, certainly the global economic situation has slowed the progress down. That's absolutely clear. But with huge companies like Microsoft and IBM and Cisco investing so much in UC platform technology, it is inevitable that this market will accelerate and flourish. And in fact, it's a market that exists already today. It's not as though this is a new thing. Unified communications concepts have been around for more than a decade, and more progressive companies are already implementing these and seeing productivity gains and also cost savings.
Help us draw a comparison. I mean, when it comes to the impact of the financial crisis and what we saw 8 years ago when the tech bubble burst. I mean, how different are the two scenarios?
Well, I think on this occasion, for us at least, the unified communications computing model has changed things in a very fundamental way. What happens today in most enterprises is that IT professionals, IT executives are asked to do with a little less, but also achieve a little more productivity. And the only way
that means what? Cost-cutting measures? I mean, yes. What are we talking about?
It means do more with less. You know, not an uncommon model.
But how do we do that in this sector?
Well, the way we do it is by adopting technology, and that's always the case in these situations. And so, you know, you have to look at proof points and see where that's been done. For example, in Aspect, we were a very early adopter of unified communications, and we're saving about $1 million a year, for example, in telecommunications costs alone because of unified communications. But more than that, we're building a whole future strategy for the company based on unified communications. And this means delivering very high performance, very high cost-effective application solutions into not just the contact center, which is our heritage, but also the enterprise.
In such a downturn that we're seeing right now, do you see opportunities? I mean, is Aspect investing for the future at this point in time?
Yes, absolutely we are.
How so, and how much?
We're just about all of our engineering resources now are consumed on developing our contemporary UC solutions. We are a company with a lengthy history, and we have a very large legacy customer base, and we're already seeing those legacy customers begin to move to this new contemporary technology. So it's absolutely our focus, and we're getting the proof points to demonstrate it.
We had Bill Gates on our show earlier today. Bill Gates, Microsoft, one of your investors. What kind of stake does it have in your company, and is there any indication at all that Microsoft may be looking for a bigger stake in Aspect?
Well, I guess you should ask Microsoft that question.
What is the sense? I mean, you must have had talks with them.
Absolutely. The relationship we have with Microsoft is extremely close. It's extremely strategic. And it was forged over a period of about 12 months, culminating in agreement last March. I think we educated Microsoft to some degree about how UC could be applied and measured for value in the enterprise. And of course, Microsoft were able to educate us quite a bit in what we needed to include in our product roadmap to be successful there. So Microsoft made an equity investment in the company. The details of that are confidential. I can't share that. But I can say that our relationship with them over this last 12 months has been absolutely everything we could have hoped for. Very cooperative, very cordial, and very collaborative in all areas of our business.
Jim, we thank you for being with us today. Jim Foy, CEO of Aspect Software here in Singapore. Now,